Hello everyone and welcome back to English with Zainab al-Sadiq. Today I am going to talk about the past simple when I can use this grammar and I will teach you the positive negative question with the short answers. So let's start our lesson. In the beginning, remember, we use the past simple to talk about a single finished action in the past. So we use the past simple when we talk about a single finished action in the past. For example, my parents met in 1960. My parents met in 1960. Another example, the film started at 7:30 p.m. Okay, so we said we use the past simple to talk about single finished action in the past. Also, we can use it when we talk about finished state in the past. For example, we lived in a small city. So we said again, we use the past simple to talk about single finished action in the past and finished state in the past. Also, we can use it when we can talk about repeated actions in the past. When I say repeated actions in the past, I mean it looks like to talk about my routine. It's talk about my routine. So when I had that routine or I had that habit, I can use it with the past simple. So, for example, when I say she always phoned me on Sunday evening, it was like habit to me to phone her, for example, on Sunday evenings. So, her, she always phoned me on Sunday evening. I have another example. They went swimming every day. So again, remember, we use the past simple to talk about single finished action in the past, finished state in the past, and repeated action in the past. Just remember, when we use the past simple, we often say the time of the action. For example, in 1960 at 7:30 a.m. or on Sunday evenings or on Monday, for example, morning. Okay, now we are going to talk about the past symbol with was and where. When I can use was and when I can use where. Remember, was is the past tense of is and where is the past tense of are. Okay, so I will teach you positive, negative question with the short answer. Look at here, start with the positive. Now, if you are going to make a positive sentence, you will use I, he, she, it with was, you, we, they with where. So you will use I, he, she, it with was, you, we, they with where. For example, I was at home yesterday. She was happy 2 days ago. You were at school 1 week ago, for example. They were here yesterday. Okay, so just remember when we are going to make a positive, we use I, he, she, it with was, you, we, they with where. If you are going to make a negative, you will use I, he, she, it with was not or wasn't. Just remember, wasn't is the short forms of was not. And we use you, we, they with were not or weren't. And again, weren't is the short forms of were not. For example, I wasn't here 2 days ago or they weren't at the cinema last week. Okay. Now, if you are going to make question, if you will make question, you can switch. So you will say, for example, was she at home yesterday? Okay. Was she at home yesterday? So look at here. We said if you are going to make question, you can switch. Or immediately you can say you will start your question with was, and you will use was with I, he, she, it, and you will use where with you, we, they. For example, was he at work yesterday? And the answer will be yes, I, he, she, it was, or no, I, he, she, it wasn't. Also, we have where, we use where with you, we, they. For example, where they at work yesterday, or where we on holiday 2 days ago. And you can say the answer will be yes, you, we, they were, or no, you, we, they weren't. Okay, so remember, here we have a sentence here. Just remember, we say just. I was born in 1991, not I born in 1991. Or we don't also say I was born in 1991. Was here, it is the verb, okay? So again, when we can use the past symbol, we say we use it when we talk about single finished action in the past. And also we use it when we talk about finished state in the past and repeated actions in the past. Now we are going to talk about we are going to talk about regular and irregular, the past simple, regular and irregular. When I can use a regular and when I can use a regular. Remember, regular, what do I mean with a regular verb? We usually add ed to the verb. So I will use I, he, she, it, they, we, you, and then I will add the verb with ed. Okay. For example, I wanted, she finished, he listened, or she watched, they played, for example. What about a regular verb? Many common verbs have irregular verbs have an irregular past form. For example, when I say go, to be went, for example, have, to be had, meet, to be, for example, met. So you can't say I went to school, for example, yesterday, or I had a long hair 1 year ago. So just to remember, we have regular and irregular. We talk about regular and we said we usually add ed to the verb. And a regular verb, we said many common verbs have a regular verb have an irregular past form. For example, when I say have, had, meet, met, for example, read, and go, for example, speak, spoke. Now I will teach you the negative. You are going to make a negative, what you should to say. We use didn't plus the base form of the verb. When you are going to make a negative, you will use didn't. So you will use I, he, she, it, they, we, you with the didn't plus the basic verb. So we use didn't plus the base form of the verb. Okay. Remember, regular and irregular verb are the same. So if I will say I didn't, for example, I didn't work at the weekend. Okay, I will say I didn't work at the weekend, not I didn't work at the weekend. Okay, you will say I didn't work at the weekend. You will use the basic verb after did not. So we use didn't plus the base form of the verb. Another example, I didn't go to, for example, shopping, not I didn't went to shopping. Okay, now if you are going to make question, you will start your question with did. So you will say, for example, did I, or did he, did she, did it, did they, did we, did you, plus the basic verb. Okay, so I taught you how you can make positive, negative questions, short answers. Look at here. We have some spelling rules about the past simple. In the beginning, remember, we will talk about the vowels and the consonants. So we have 5 letters in the vowel. We have A, E, I, O, U, and we have in the consonant B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z. These are the consonants letter. Now, why I gave you or I gave you the vowels and the consonant, because we will talk about the rules in the past simple. We have some spelling rules. We have in regular verbs, we have 5 rules. Rule number 1, um, verb that end in a consonant, okay, most of the verbs, especially end in a consonant, just we will add ed. For example, when I say wanted, cooked, worked, checked, for example, um, wanted, worked, for example. Okay, so most of them we will just add ed. Rule number 2, verb that end in e, you should remove e and then add ed. For example, live, lived, love, loved, like, liked, decide, decided, die, died, for example. Rule number 3, verb that end in a vowel plus y. So if you are going to find the last letter is y and before the y it's a vowel, you should just add ed. So when I say pray, prayed, play, played, stay, stayed, for example. So just remember here on number 3, verb that end in e, sorry, in vowel plus y means if you will find the last letter is y and before the y is a vowel letter, you will add just ed. Rule number 5, verb that end in a consonant plus y, you should change Y into I and then add ed. I mean, if you will find the last letter is Y and before the Y is a consonant letter, you will change Y to I and then you will add ed. For example, studied or cried, hurried, curried, for example. Look at here the last role with the regular verb that end in consonant plus vowel plus consonant. I mean, if you will find consonant, vowel, consonant, you should double the final consonant and then add ed. Look at here. Look at here. I have here stop. P is a consonant. O is a vowel. T is a consonant. If you will find consonant, vowel, consonant, you should double the last letter or the final letter or the final consonant, and then you will add ed. Stopped, traveled, traveled, dropped, dropped. Okay. So we said we have 5 rules in the with the past symbol with the regular verbs. Rule number 1: verb that end in a consonant, you should just add ed. Verb that end in e, you should remove e and then you will add ed. Verb that end in a vowel plus y, you should just also add ed. Verb that end in a consonant plus y, you should change y to I and then we will add ied. And the end, verb that end in a consonant plus vowel plus consonant, you will double the last letter and then you will add ed. Now we will talk about a regular verb. A regular verb have a regular past tense actually from, and there are no rules for this. You have to memorize them. For example, speak, spoke, go, went, read, for example. And that's it, everything for today. I hope it was useful. I hope to see you very, very soon. Another lesson. Thank you for all of you, and bye bye.